Oh, 25 wave, you're pushing it. I didn't even know there's a watermark down there. Has that been there for ages? No, that's just one of those things, I suppose. Alright, stop preview. Alright, I worked pretty hard to get my settings up to scratch so that this would work alright. Hopefully the streaming quality and everything looks pretty good. It's going to take a little bit of practice even from now. So hopefully it looks pretty good. Can you guys confirm if you can change it to 2K or not? Can you just like confirm if 2K is functional? It should be. Alright, I'm definitely going to want the live stream down here. So it is 2K Aspera. Wow, I'm definitely not pronouncing that right. Aspera. Maybe. This is going to be a bit of a chill one. I'm going to kind of talk through my process, how I think about things, and how I want to go about it. It's going to be quite simple. I'm probably going to do one round of casual, which might take a little while. 1440, that's good. Casual one might take a little while. I'll talk kind of through my process. I've only hit wave 17 today. I played it only 2 or 3 times, I think. I might do okay. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of talk through how I'm going. Let's get started. Today's deck is really, really interesting. To be clear. I'm going to put my little cheat sheet above here. Alright. So, I hope this looks good. I got it so that it's not laggy on my screen, which is really nice. You know what? That was already a mistake. I don't know if I want to open with that. The big thing I'm trying to learn is to keep a really good balance of like damage dealers and tanks. And then after the fact, I like to focus on healing and that sort of thing. I am going to chuck Scoriox on the board. There's a beautiful sentiment there, obviously. I'll upgrade to Scoriox, but I've started waiting till much later into the rounds. I think 16.9 is the standard, so this is 21.9, isn't it? I think 16.9 is 1080p standard. Yeah, CC. There's not a whole lot of CC in the game. Goliath's a pretty good one. And I like Kukarov CC and stuff, but it dies so bloody fast that it doesn't really work that well. What beats water? Air. Sometimes I like to be a little bit cheesy. Maybe you can get Scoriox to target the Arcalion at the back. There you go. It's just on casual. I don't think this records the score if I do well, but we'll see how it goes. Hey Frobe, how's it going? Do you want to give me tips as I go? Welcome to it. I think you've got the top score, don't you? Yeah, Scarabok is a beast. I'm definitely going to try and get one as soon as the game launches, for sure. It doesn't like my current resolution. It can get stuffed, to be honest. I don't really care. I've started getting really better with placement when it comes down to dragging alluvials, like the Ramfire. Because one thing I always used to do, put the Axodon on the left here, and then instead of that, I put it on the right because I know it's going to walk towards the left and it'll be in about the right spot when Ramfight in this case lands. It took me a little bit of practice, but improvement one step at a time, right? Casual counts for leaderboard. That's really interesting. Yeah, that should definitely be changed at some point. I know that was definitely not the intent to begin with, but it is what it is, I suppose. Might actually chuck this bad boy in the front. It can be Scion now. Might actually add it as another damage dealer. I don't think Axon's going to target the Scoriox. Do you reckon it's possible to get Axon to target the Scoriox, guys? Like, is there some really creative way you can do it? Because if I chucked Axon back here and I try and drag Axon to the left, I don't think that works. With a shot. I'm trying to get a bit more creative. Nah, it won't work because it only targets right at the start. Probo's been playing casual? I didn't realize that. This is like my first time playing casual right now. Okay. Never underestimate the Scorpions. That's lesson 1 of Illuvium. And never underestimate the stupid pistol stream. That thing is infuriating. What does the water do again? Energy regen. I hope the stream's looking alright. There's that beautiful 2K. Alright, so wave 6, it's still pretty easy, but it's starting to get a little bit trickier. I'm liking the ability to absolutely crush this fire alluvial here. And I might actually sell TNT. I mean, I don't really need to do any of this. I might add some damage dealing, because I lent pretty hard into everything else. So I'm going to grab on the pistol shrimp, make sure it tries to hit that line there. That's another thing I've been trying to practice, so that it gets that line when it goes for TNT. Really, if I can get it even closer, it'd be better, but might be a little bit too risky there. I actually quite like this team, to be honest. I know this deck is a little bit weird compared to the past ones, but I quite like it. I need to help Axon last longer. I definitely need the water synergy. Because it's usually only 1 second away from getting its shield off. And the water synergy gives it energy regen, so that's definitely a big, big help. Yeah, I getcha. I guess repetition is just kind of how I do it, but I think you're definitely right. I can't even remember what I put her as. Fire Gauntlet. So that I have Scion, but I don't need that anymore. Alright, so they have the duo left at the back, so I'm just gonna make sure if someone gets targeted, I might just leave the pistol shrimp at the back. And then make sure it doesn't really shoot through a hard line through my entire team. Oh, you know what? Make sure my Archos is at the back. Because it could tank better if Ramfire decides to change target eventually. Wow. Duo left doing damage. God damn. That went down a lot easier than I thought it was going to. I'll chat to you later about the streaming problems. I tried. You should see my like folders. I've got like 30 different files. It's crazy. Well, I deleted them all now, but I tried so many different settings in so many different ways. So it's a bit of a convoluted process. I'm considering actually making a tutorial on it, but everyone else seems to have better luck streaming than me anyways. So who am I to judge? So who am I to like really make that tutorial? But bitrate was really a big factor there. I'm not sure kind of how to play out this turn. I feel like I want to make sure I have damage. I mean, I make sure I'm more tanky because that Ramfire is gonna put in some serious work. But I also feel like if Riptorus is at the back, it's gonna absolutely tear it a new one. I really believe in that. So maybe I can chuck on the nature gauntlet. Where is that? Here. Gives me the nature buff. Oh, actually, I might actually just do the water sword. Because fighter is really good, especially on Riptorus. Riptorus fighter. It doesn't work that great until late, from my experience. But it puts in some serious work. Do not underestimate Riptorus fighter synergy right there. Yeah, Grant and Kieran have talked about nerfs and buffs in the past before the beta came out, or the private beta was given to people. But I don't know how they're going to convey like patch notes to us. I haven't seen anything along those lines before. Oh, random crash? Yeah, no, I 100% fixed that problem because the problem is that my streaming software or my recording software OBS was using the same GPU that the game was, and the game isn't particularly well optimized yet. It's fine, but it's not super optimized or anything like that because that's not a high priority. So that means that it takes a lot of GPU resources. So when you're trying to strain the GPU, by also encoding your stream or recording with the GPU, you get a lot of issues. Another thing is if you're using the NVIDIA card, check out NVIDIA Shadowplay. That has no problems at all. I use that all the time. When I'm not recording my face and all of that sort of stuff, NVIDIA Shadowplay is absolutely brilliant. It is so, so good. I recommend it. Definitely check out that. It's great. It really is. Because you can just like, if you have like a really great moment, you can just hit this hotkey and the last 5 minutes of footage it will save in like the quality you use, so like 2K, 4K or whatever, and it'll be like pretty much perfect. I don't know how it does it or whatever, but it just does. Wow. Adorius. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe what is happening right now. What happened? Oh. Can't believe this. Alright, we'll try again. That was really weird. It's gonna be a pretty chill stream. We'll give it another shot. I definitely think I went a little bit light on the damage dealers there. The other thing was I probably needed at least one rogue and I needed to target them a bit more. I targeted the tank and that was my downfall. Yeah, you need OBS to do that, but you just have to make sure it's not using your graphics card to do any of the encoding. And then there's a few other things you should tweak as well, but that's the big one right there. Airbladed shield. So currently what I'm doing to get the stream out so good is I have a second graphics card inside my computer, and I'm telling that to do all the heavy lifting in terms of recording, streaming and stuff like that. And my main graphics card is just running the game. You can do the same thing with a CPU. I found that the GPU seems to do it a little bit better naturally. But the CPU also does a great job. I just had slightly better results with with my second GPU, but not everyone has that for sure. Yeah, Delirium knows exactly what I'm talking about. I have used it a bunch in the past. I haven't used it until Illuvium, but that's how I'm getting like 2K gameplay that's just the gameplay, and I can throw that into my future videos and things that might not necessarily be like streams and stuff like that. So that's really hype. Being able to skip through these first few waves would be pretty neat, but it is what it is. Don't forget to share this around, guys, so that you guys can see what's happening. So my main GPU is a 2080 Super. You should feel sorry for me because yes, I ordered it about a week before they announced the 30 series. The second GPU is a 1660. So mid to high end, can pretty much run any game, but not run in like some of the newest games in like ray tracing and all that sort of stuff. But it's perfect for what I need, for sure. Oh, Scarabok. Why was Scarabok not in? I don't think I can get the max bulwark. No. I'm one short. That's really sad. So, I feel like I don't need Arcos, and I feel like there are better healers for what I need, since I already have the 3 bulwark using my Ranger for now. So I might actually sell Arcos for now, and I might grab a Burrito, but I might just upgrade it to Blazonite and see where that takes me. I'm just kind of winging it at this point, but I'm liking where it's at. It's also a great tank, and I've seen some of the others using the deers as the tanks, and it's working really well. I actually quite like today's deck. I know it's lacking a lot of things, but some of my problems with some of the other decks is there weren't enough low-cost alluvials, and I'm kind of liking messing around with how many of them I can use at any given time and stuff like that. Yeah, Jiri, that is exactly what I thought and what all my research told me, and it didn't work. I tried using NVNC, and my stream and gameplay and everything lagged the crap out. Like, my frames pretty much killed themselves. It was very, very poor. And I don't know what caused that, but it just kind of happened that way. I don't like my damage dealing right now, so I might actually opt for Rake to begin with, since it's got a good advantage against some of the backlines here. And I'll add some more damage dealing here. I think that'll be good for now. I might need to shift this up really early, but I want to give Rake a shot. It might not work out that well, but I'm keen to see where it goes. Let's go, Aaron. How's it going? Streaming to Twitch. Yeah, Jiri, I don't know. Maybe my GPU doesn't actually have that special chipset. I assumed it would, but maybe there's something else that I'm missing there. But that was the research told me that it used a separate thing. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's just the way Illuvium is what's the word I'm looking for? The way it's optimized and things at the moment. It's hard to say what the problem could be, really. Alright, I'll definitely make Rake go down the back there. I want to try and take out Dual F as early as I can. Wow, that was weird. Normally it doesn't take that long. Just before I got it to Mega off. Quality. Oof. Who's doing all the damage? Rake is actually lifting their weight quite a bit. Mostly physical damage. I feel like a big thing in Pokemon is being split and balanced between physical and special damage. And I think that's actually going to play a bigger and bigger role as we get deeper into Illuvium and more things come out. But for now, I'm not seeing it make a huge difference. Right now, I don't think Rake's going to add anything for this round. And I might actually grab a Dorius, let it tank at the back, and hold my Bulwark at the front. Yeah. I've still got TNT. I don't know if that adds anything here. Fern might be really good. An Air Alluvial might be good, but there's none on the board. Hard to say what works here. I might have bitten off more than I can chew by putting a Dorius on the board. Let's see how this one plays out. They're going to target Arcos quite early on, which will be good, but we'll see. trying to figure out if Omegas charge up faster based on certain things. In TFT, whenever you get hit or do damage, you get more Omega charge. I don't think that's how it works here. I think it's just a natural progression. So I don't know. That's something I definitely want to delve more into. Yeah, I personally, I've tried streaming with other games, I've never had issues as well. So I think it is the way this is optimized at the moment, and it is what it is. But I've got a pretty good hang of it now, I think. I don't know why I did that. I just kind of wanted to do it and see what happened. Oh god. I feel like I need to be getting rid of TNT soon. Tetrapi, sorry. The big thing I want to make sure is I don't target freaking Adorius this time. That caused a lot of problems. Alright, let's see how this goes. It's going to be interesting. Hopefully they'll target Scoriox second. This thing tanks really well sometimes. How much health does it have? Doesn't show. 2350. God damn. No wonder it's such a pain to take out. God damn. I have updated my my Nvidia drivers recently, but yeah, they normally release optimized drivers for the new and upcoming games, and obviously they haven't released anything for Illuvium for obvious reasons. Okay. This one's a bit tricky. I definitely don't need him. I feel like Vermilier would take out Dualef really easily. That gives me my air synergy. What I do want to do is I feel like I can swap the Bulwark for Empath here. Now I've got 5 Empath. I'll get the last one soon. I believe it's just Fern I'm missing. Yeah, just Fern. So that's good. The Empath is coming up now. That's actually double Granite. So he's going to get immunity there. So it's really good that I've got Vermilier at the back. What I do want to make sure is that Dualef does not hit my team. So since Titanol's invincible anyways, I'm going to move everything across to the side. And that Pistol Shrimp should attack Adorius every time, and I should not run into any issues. So here's hoping this works out pretty well. I'm improving in the game, you can see it. At least. Yes, I love my widescreen. I'll make other overlays for like doing 2K and not widescreen, but I do love my widescreen. It's going to remain that way for a while, I'm afraid. Easiest way for me to stream. Okay, so that worked quite well. The Pistol Shrimp did not take me out. I always get the different stages mixed up. Like, I know all their lines now, but I'm always like, is that one Dualef or is that one Dualef? Alright, so this one's not immune this time. Which means air and water Illuvia should get hyper up pretty quickly. What I do want to make sure is I take out... Oh, you know what? I would love to double rogue here. I don't have the means to do it, but I would love to double rogue here. Does it actually get me Scoriox? It does. I don't actually have a lot of DPS, so I'm going to chuck Scoriox in to add to it. I'll use him to take out Furiox. And I'll make sure Ramfy's targeting him, but maybe I can force him to face the other way. I haven't really tried it out this way before. He works way better as fodder than someone like Axon because he doesn't run at the start, so he doesn't drag the rogues with him, which is really interesting. I never really thought about that so deeply, but it makes a lot of sense. I would have liked to keep him alive there, but I thought he did his job properly. It's all good. Oh, I did not underestimate Vermilier. Oh, and Scoriox putting in work right now. Might be worth going for the nature synergy. I Could actually, I'm not convinced I need Scarabok right now. Because I can get the double magma here. The other thing I need to consider is I need to take out Dual F really early. Make sure these guys are pushing the back on Dual F. And I don't think they've got the granite up here. You can look on the right. Just one granite, which is good. I want to make sure... I do actually want Axodon to target Adorius, but I don't know if I should leave Axon. I might put Axon at the front. I might leave my empath back there. I feel like that's going to work best here. I feel like if they can heal each other, they should never ever die against Axodon, and they also get a slight hyper buff against it. Oh, actually, they get a big hyper buff against it. Also, I thought he was Spore. Who's Spore? Oh, he's not Spore. The one above it is Spore. Oh, that's frustrating. Spores? Oh. That's actually a really good ability. Oh my god. I never really looked at that one before. So what Spore does is it negates some damage that's dealt to them or something like that, which is pretty sweet. Oh god, that Scorpion's whooping me. I can take out Duralef early. That'd be good. Oof. Very nicely done. I feel like maybe Arcos didn't actually need to be at the back there, but we'll keep on like that. Alright. I can throw TNT in as a bit of a ringer. That would give me 3 earth, which is actually pretty nifty. I don't know how I get 3 earth. Where's the other 2? Oh, the magma. I always forget about that. Okay. I always like to look at the rogues first. Adorius can stop Ramfight. No, not really. I'd rather have Axon back there. I'm going to keep Adorius semi-safe and make it the second one to be targeted. Lalura's going to jump at the back, but I feel like it's not actually that big of a threat since it's stage 2. Its stage 3 version's pretty frustrating. But I feel like at stage 2 it's not too bad. I'm going to leave it a little bit like this. The problem I face right now is I've got to deal with both the Scorpion and Seer, which really does not bode well for me. So I think I think my hand is a bit forced, and I think I've got to leave Adorius on the back here to take the heat from Ramfight. I hope that doesn't end up being my downfall, but it's certainly what I have to go about here. Yeah, Adorius is Spore. Sorry I'm missing so many of the messages. I get late to the game and I try and really focus on winning. Alright, so this is not a good start, but Vermilia is doing his job. If I can get this heal off, I think that's really good. Okay. Not bad at all. Scoriox is really lifting his weight for me today, so thank God for that. I think cast its Omega really early. I don't even think it hit. That's really fortunate, but I don't think it would have mattered, thankfully. Oh yeah, still need to get the last empath. I should have chucked Tatapi in there. That's my bad. Yeah, last empath. Oh, I can chuck in Vermi. No, that won't give it to me. Alright. So, I've got Umbra coming in at the back. Fire, water. It does do... Oh, I think it's neutral against Adorius. I don't know how he handles Umbra too much. Umbra has a lot of physical damage, which you can see there. Attack damage 200. And that's Omega power. And Adorius's physical defense is the same as his energy resist. So I don't see why it can't take the heat here. I'll make sure Scoriox is targeting Adoribibo as early as it can be. Alternatively, I'll make sure Vermilia takes it out. I kind of like it when my rogues group up with the rest of the crew late into the round, which is always nice. I know it sounds a bit weird, but I like it when they group up at the end. It means the damage is more split depending on what your opponent has. Thanks for all the likes, by the way, guys. 15 likes, I really appreciate it. Oh my god, it actually got the heal off. What a fluke. Can't believe this. I feel like I'm getting a little bit lucky here at points. Given I've got the 2 fire, I'm definitely want to go for Blazer Knight as early as I can. I feel like Umbra's bugged. I feel like it's not doing damage sometimes or something like that. Oh, you don't actually need to hold right click to move around. You can just move around. That's pretty cool. For any of you guys that do have beta access and haven't realized, you can actually hit spacebar to return to neutral, which is pretty sweet. Okay. This round's a bit interesting. I've only got 2 Scion, which does actually quite bug me. But Tatapi's up here. The big thing is I want to make sure Dual F's targeting Adorius here. That's the perfect spot for it. Unfortunately, it's also going to take the heat from Ramfire, which is a pretty big problem. I'm hoping maybe if I can drag it with Axon, that'd be really helpful. I do need more tanks at this point. I might have to pick up Scarabok really soon. I'm going to chuck Archon at the front for now, just for that reason. See if I can take out Dual F as early as possible. The problem I have right now is if Adorius goes down, I'm pretty much screwed. There's nothing that's going to save me from it targeting Fern. There's really no way I'm going to save myself. And I'm too much risk of Allura stacking up on them. I might just have to hope for the best. I don't really know what I'm doing here. So Adorius's heal, I'll read it out for you. This doesn't become bigger. What if Zoom will work? No, I don't want to crash it. So Adorius's heal heals himself and the 2 lowest health enemies, 2 lowest health allies, for 35% of his max health maybe, and some Omega Power. And they also gain Omega Power for 10 seconds after he's healed them, and their Omega Power is permanently increased. So it benefits off longevity. Very good Illuvium. Let's put it that way. It's very, very good. Do not underestimate that thing. He's got like double the health of even some of the other tanks in this game right now. It's crazy. Axon did drag Lolura, which is a good start. Really, it's just about making sure the Pistol Shrimp doesn't hit the rest of my team. So far, so good, but it might not last much longer, which is unfortunate. Oh no, no way, no. But I did manage to take out Dual F before Ramfire just murdered him. So that is a really good thing. I managed to play that round pretty well, so I'm pretty hype on that.
Shall not be defeated.
No problem, Aaron. I'm glad I could help you out. The next thing I really need to do is I need to get Blazer Knight. I feel like this wave I can handle in a very similar fashion to last wave. Except I'm gonna need to chuck this bad boy at the back. The big decision I have to make now is, do I sack the Tatapi Scion buff? It's a decent buff, but I'm not sure if it's going to add so much that it's going to make a big difference. Because what I desperately need is more tanks at the front. And I think chucking Scarabok up here is going to make a big difference, because he's got like 4 tanks sitting up there. The other thing I need to make sure is Vermilier doesn't target me too hard. Is a really tricky one. It's a really, really tricky one. I'm hoping Singe can drag Vermilier properly. And then Adorius doesn't die too quickly and then take at least 2 Omegas from Dual F, hopefully. It's going to be an interesting round. I don't quite know how it's going to come out. Again, Malura comes at the back here, which is stressful, but I don't think there's a lot I can do about it. I could rotate everything to the other side, I'm really not sure. Yeah, welcome Shiny Shards. I'm not sure. If anyone thinks I should move everything to the other side and try and rotate, the only thing is I have to place them really carefully to make sure Dual F targets Adorius. No, it won't work because all the rogues will jump on Adorius and they'll kill it too fast anyways. I might have to stick this one out. This is going to be an interesting round. We'll go on. We'll make it a bit more cinematic for this one. I put in feedback already so that we can remove health bars and that sort of stuff, so we can make it like purely cinematic at times. If we need to, maybe like a hotkey or something. That'd be pretty sweet. So Adorius is tanking really well, and Vermilion is kind of saving me right now. He's taken out their big damage dealer like every round. It's been crazy. Wow. That's all I have to say. Just wow. God damn. You don't think Scoriox, I'm the one playing? Yeah, Malura doesn't do heaps, but it has a pretty big stun if you're not careful. So that's certainly where I get a bit nervous, is around that stun. So this round I feel like they don't have as much of a front line that I need Scarabok. And I'd much rather turn... Whoops. Oh, I ran out of things. Oh, that sucks. So the big difference here is he just has the ram fire. So if that targets Adorius, happy days. The only thing is I want to make sure to take out... I feel like Vermilion has a better chance taking out... Yeah, so here's the 2 granite. So I'll make sure I put this one on Scoriox. Leave Blaze Knight at the back so I get that premium healing. Yeah, I quite like this setup. I feel like there's more I can do though. Just add to the empaths. I don't really... There's not a huge downside to it. Make sure that's also healing everyone. The big thing here is that they're going to target Sea Forest last. But it's a bit tricky to target it first. I feel like even if I put Axon over here, he's going to target Seer first. He might target the back. It might be worth trying. This is granite. I'm not going to be able to hit it anyways. I'd be curious to try it out. He might... The distance might actually be closer to Sea Forest. I'd be curious to see what happens. I'm going to leave my Air Illuvia at the front because that gets better hyper against Goliath. My Air Illuvia being Arlen. I want to see how this pans out. This might be my downfall, but I want to see how this pans out. Yeah, Umbra might be bugged. Umbra's ability is supposed to disappear and hit the 3 lowest health enemies, I believe. But it seems to be a little bit bugged. If one of those enemies faints during its ult, Omega or something like that, it might not do any damage. There's a few bugs with Omegas at the moment. They're the most noticeable ones I've seen. As you guys all know, this is a work in progress. Axon did actually target Sea Forest, so that's really hype. And my team's holding up really well just because I have so many empaths. You can see all the shields popping off. So this is really good. I've got the back 2 targeted really well, although Vermilion didn't manage to kill it. Oh, and I lost Adorius. Although for some reason Ramfire just Omega'd nothing. Oh. Great Scott, I'm afraid this is my highest wave so far. Oh my god. Right, it turns out I really needed Axon at the front there. I rather would have had that than almost died. Here's where things get really interesting. I desperately need Ramfire, okay? I desperately need it. This is where I always start to fail because I don't have any way to just nuke his entire team. I have to be so careful and calculated in this sort of setup. I don't think I need Ramfire this round. I think I can get away with jumping really hard on Dual F and chucking a Dorius in the back corner. But I'm gonna need Ramfire soon. Oh, you know what though? I can actually chuck in Ram Fight. That's gonna make a world of difference. So the only issue I'm seeing now is I really need someone to take care of Titanor. But I feel like if I chuck these guys at the back, it will give them some breathing room. It'll take a little, I'll waste some of the invulnerability of Titanor this way, whereas it'll take them a while to reach Axon and Singed, and that'll give me a little bit of extra area. The other thing I want is I don't want Scoriox targeting my Scoriox. I need my Scoriox at the end. So I might chuck Arcos in front as a sacrificial lamb, but I might actually chuck Singed at the back, and I might use Axon as fodder for Titanor. This is going to be interesting. If a Dorius goes down too early, I'm in a bit of trouble. But I think with the two rogues, I have a much better shot of taking this guy out. This is going to be an interesting wave. I hope you guys, this makes sense to you guys. Yeah, I can burn 2. I kind of need my team as it is, because I have the 6 empath and I don't really want to give that up. If I could take Dual F out early. Yeah, so Dual F got off an Omega. That's, I mean, it's to be expected, but it's not ideal. I would have rather it didn't do that. I don't even know how Blazer Knight got to the front there. Maybe its range is quite short. Nah, it looks like I'm going down here. Yeah. It's just too much. I didn't have enough damage. I needed a big Ramfire ult at the back. It is what it is. It is getting pretty late here. I might do a speed round where I do a really quick competitive round, which should be really fun. So we'll see how that goes. There are plans for mobile, yeah. I disagree. There are lots of people that play Call of Duty and things like that. Obviously, this isn't Call of Duty, but I think you'd be surprised about how many people that can latch onto a PC game. I think it's going to come down to if the game is good and people don't see it as just an NFT game, that's going to be a big help, really. I feel like Blazer Knight has not been adding as much to the team as I would have liked, which is unfortunate. I don't love Elfie here. It hasn't been doing a lot of damage for me. I'm going to go hard DPS and see what happens. Just as a bit of a fun round. This might not really work, but I'm going to go hard as a DPS. The empath buff is really neat, so it won't pop up the thing unless I actually have an Illuvium on the board. Maybe he'll have an empath next round. There we go. An empath gives you 100 shield at the start of the battle, but every empath applies that shield to everyone. It's freaking insane. Oh no, on the highest health ally. And they apply a new shield to the ally with the lowest current health. Yeah, every 8 seconds. So they're just like giving shields all over the place. It's really quite the spectacle. I'm going to rush through these ones a little bit. Yeah, I think you're right, Frobe. It's really interesting how really minor positioning can make such a big difference. It's something I would never have imagined. I don't think it performs quite that way in TFT. Not at the lower ranks, at least. Yeah, I know poorer countries typically play on their mobile phones. But the way this game is systems and works, as a classic P2E, it's not targeted towards poorer countries. It is targeted towards gamers, and gamers have a PC or a console. I don't know how far away the console launch would be, but it's definitely worth considering. Go, go, go! Do not underestimate the Scorpion. I feel like I can get a lot of damage on the board really quick. The problem is that they get a lot of granite buffs at the end, which really slow it down. So I'm going to speed through these first few rounds. Yeah, I'm glad you agree, Frobe. You're the one that knows this stuff. I feel like a dual F would have worked really well in this deck, to be honest. If that doesn't sound weird. What's Arcanite? Silent Fighter. Arcanite is a good synergy, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Singed is overrated. Just gonna put that out there. Singed does not do a whole lot. It just doesn't. He just dies so quick. Like, Singe and Seer, they just don't do as much as they need to, you know? I think they're a bit too much of a balanced tank. Like, they tank okay, and they do pretty good damage, instead of just tanking really well. I haven't played Dota Underlords before. I have it, I haven't played it though. It's way more in-depth than TFT, I absolutely love it. Oh, you can target dual F. Maybe you will as well. Because he'll become untargetable, so they're definitely going to target the one in front. That's really neat. That's something I need to abuse more. Sometimes I forget the backliners are going to be open because the rogue is sitting there and I can't visualize it. It's crazy stuff. Please, I know a lot of you guys have liked already, but please don't forget to like. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. Go check out everyone else's channels too. These streams are all awesome. 100%. I feel like I need to start getting the tanks in now. There you go. I just kind of winged it and I got 3 Bulwark, Fighter, Earth, and Fire. Which is pretty neat. It really bugs me how Earth isn't a Bulwark on the Ranger. And the air is, and Earth is Rogue. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Just seems so weird to me. Yeah, Scoriox, my boy! How many Scions can we actually get up? 1, 2. Makes 4. Phantom is Rogue Scion. 5. And then Ranger is 6. So I can get up 6 Scion? I definitely want to give that a shot if I can. So for anyone that doesn't know, 6 Scion is 60% extra Omega power, which is actually pretty good. I feel like Riptorus is starting to lose its edge. So I'm going to probably rotate out of that soon. How much do I actually need for the Scions? Umbra is the hard one. I might get rid of Riptorus, chuck in Umbre. I think that'll add a lot. Oh crap. Bloody Adorius. Yeah, we can't really influence the gold we have next wave. An economy setup could be really interesting, especially if they can fit it into PvP really well. But no, they currently don't have something like that. So I want to make sure dual F is targeting the back. Currently I've got no way to do that. So let's just make sure it's targeting my tanks maybe. Move him a little bit more central. They should still target Axon. That should be alright. I've got no fighter anymore, so I might actually swap this to Fire Gauntlet. How many fires do I actually have? Between Ram Fight and Blazer Knight, I can do Fire and Scion. Wow. Now I actually want to try in this match. That should be really interesting. It says Umbra's done a lot of damage, so maybe it's more of a visual bug than anything else. It says Umbra did 6k. It doesn't look like it, but he did. I don't know what to tell you. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay. That's another Scion. That would bring me to 5. And then the last Scion would be Elfie. So all I need is 80 points, so I just need to scrounge 40 from somewhere. I could get rid of this lad. I would lose Bulwark, but I don't think I need it yet. Ah, chuck Axon on this side, that's right. Oh. God, I think it's a monster. Oh, it's 2700 health, so that's more than a Dorius. Oh, that thing dies quick though. Jeez. This strategy is not working out, but we'll see. I've got 2080 Super. When I'm not streaming, I have absolutely no problems. I've allocated my stream to my second GPU, and now I'm just all aces. I'm not having any issues. I had to lower the bit rate, so that's why when I pan around and a lot's happening, you can see a little bit of pixelation and stuff. But when I'm standing still, you should be able to see things for the most part. I thought I was actually in competitive, but it looks like I'm not, so that's fine. Do you guys like that? There is actually a setting to turn on fur and stuff. I have not done that yet. My computer might blow up, but I'd definitely be curious to try it out. Maybe next time. I probably won't do it on stream, but I'll definitely like get some cool shots going and stuff. Alright, so I have no idea how to approach this wave. I feel like Blazer Knight's too tanky to take out off the bat. I feel like you can take out Tatapy, but I don't know how much that does. It stops me getting hard targeted at least, which is pretty good. I'm going to let Axon run all the way over. I think that's my best option here. Oh, and you know what? I'll actually leave Tatapy over in the corner, and I'll give Dual F the pot shot. Yeah, that'll be funny. And my Dual F should hit his Tatapy. I think that works alright. It's really interesting how once you start to play the game, you can really start to visualize what's going to attack what. And you like end up with that meme where the guy's got the cork board and he's got all the lines drawn and everything. It's like, who murdered him and stuff like that. That'd be really funny. I blew up my 10k stream setup to see some hair. Yeah, that'd be a quality video for sure. Oh crap. My tanks, which I don't really have, went down really fast. Okay. 6 Scion did not do that much. Tanks seem to be the most important role from what I've found. And this deck does not have the best tanks ever. I'm going to run a really tanky setup now. And see how that goes. I'll get Bulwark off the bat. Yeah, I saw that new technology for Tomb Raider. That is all done in Unreal Engine 5. The team has said that they have features that aren't yet available in Unreal Engine 5, and that's why they're sticking with 4 for now. But they will move into Unreal Engine 5 when it makes sense. I don't think that will be that far away, but there's really no rush on it. I think it'll be good. I feel like Unreal Engine 5 will have to happen before mobile comes out. So it's within 6-7 months. Tanks are always key. Hey Luke, how's it going? It's very late. I played Ranger with shield for the whole to compensate. Yeah, that's a good strategy actually. I quite like that one. I feel like Vermilion does really well in today's deck. It just really does. You know what I mean? It's just... it's crazy. Really overthink this round. I should just chuck everyone back there and let them kill Ram Fight for me. Because you can't even, from memory, you can't even get 6 bulwark. I've got 3 with the Ranger and there's 2 left. No, I can't get it. It's so sad. It's crazy. I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna do empath bulwark a little bit, empathy style build again, but this time I'm gonna try and get Ramfire earlier. Let's see how that goes for me. Whoops! Check you at the front. Oh yeah, that hair technology. I haven't seen that one. You'll have to send me a link later. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. It's been a lot of fun chatting with you guys. This will probably be my last round. Hopefully it goes well. I can see constant improvement, so that's something, right? But yeah, hopefully this one goes well. I'll be alternating. I typically alternate streams. I do them in the Discord every now and then as well. I don't like to go too hard on the streams here. Because I like to chat with people and stuff as well, but I'll do it here and there. See ya, Aaron. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. We're all still learning things. Tell you what though, the nature synergy is freaking insane. It's so good. Can't actually get the max nature, I don't think. I have 2 at the moment. I can get 1, 2 more. And then the thing that's just 5. There's a lot of 5s happening today, I think. I'll take out Tatterpy first. I'm getting better with the names at least. I've had the things crash whilst recording before, but I think I've fixed all those issues. Besides that, I'm seeing a little bit of weirdness with the Omega abilities. For Luke asking about the bugs. The Omega abilities I feel like have some bugs, but I actually feel like they're more visual than anything. But the big one is when I have Sea Forest, which isn't in today's deck. If it tries to attack something that's untargetable, it gets locked into the cast and it doesn't actually attack anything. And then it wastes it. It's crazy. It is crazy. Alright, I really want Axon. Oh, I don't know what to go here. I feel like I don't need to overthink it. I feel like Adorado can take it on. That's life. God, its bright wings are insane. This thing is cute. What is... She looks so funny when she's holding the shield. Look at this. What is that? What is that pose? That's funny. Alright. Alright. I'll start making fun of Arlan for a second. Okay. I feel like Axon does well here. I feel like Fern gives me the empath and nature. So I might go with that for now. Look at... I kind of like keeping them all on the same side. I might move them across a little bit. I want to see how this fares against Arcos. I don't actually know how well it does. Arcos has 1100 health, which actually isn't that much. I want to see how that happens. I've never really seen that match up properly. See you, Jittery. Thanks for joining me, man. The deck resets every 24 hours at the moment. They could do more, we won't know. As for the skip the visual replay, lots of people have been asking for that feature. I personally don't love the idea of that feature, but I think within reason there's good options. I think something like being able to speed it up 2x or 3x could be really cool. I don't know about skipping it, but maybe. I think the time factor is a big gate that's needed when it comes to the NFTs and everything. But until then, maybe we could have a skip. I don't know. Alright, this is interesting. Scoriox at the back. I think Adorado taking care of Malura is really an easy choice here. I think this lot can take out Riplance really easily and then jump onto Scoriox. I'm going to go for Ramfire around wave 15-16. I'm going to get my empaths before then. What I do need is more damage. I want that to be Ramfire, but I think having a Furiox or something in the meantime might be really valuable. Currently, Tadip is like my second ranked damage dealer, which is not really what you want to see. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not really what you want to see. Oh, thanks for... Yeah, 3k subs is a pretty big moment. Thanks heaps, Great Scott. My 100th video is actually coming up, so I'm trying to figure out what to do for that. I have an idea. But if anyone has any ideas for what I could do for my 100th video, then feel free to shoot. Alright, you can take out Dual F, you can take the Dual F ult, and you can all sit on this side of the board. I need to get my empaths up, which just means I need to upgrade you. You're 45, so I can't upgrade you yet. But where's the last empath? Oh, the last empath is... There we go. Almost forgot about that. Okay, that leaves me kind of with one tank. I don't know how to solve that problem, to be honest. See how much healing they get with all the empaths? It's crazy. I think I need one more tank, and then I'm going to pivot straight into damage. This leaves the question of whether it's worth getting Blazer Knight or not. Whereas, I don't think I should get Blazer Knight. I don't think it helps. I don't know if Axon really adds all that much to my composition. Otherwise, I would definitely get it. I feel like Riplance just does so much damage that it's worth having in, even temporarily. It also adds one of the nature count, which is pretty neat. I didn't actually really look at my placements. That was silly, but Adorius is a big boy. If you can have one or two Illuvials target Adorius, you can pretty much consider them taken out of the fight. That's crazy. How many different synergies? It only gets one element and one synergy. It only gets one of each. Unless someone's found something else, that's what I've learned. I feel like this is a good pivot into Ramfire. I can't really afford it. I would have to ditch some damage in Tatterpy. And I'm not concerned I want to do that. I really do think this is the perfect entry for Ramfire though. I'm going to see how it goes. This could be my downfall. Yeah, let's just grab Ramfire. Chuck him at the very back. Make sure he's targeting... I'll actually target Arcalion first. Make sure Dualef's going for my Adorius. And I will keep Axodon active with my Nature Alluvial. And then the rest is history, I feel like. Yeah, this should be interesting. Let's see how this plays out. Yeah, long time coming. Thanks, Zejakus. Zejaki? I don't know how to pronounce it. I feel like Ramfire was actually a pretty good choice here. Thanks heaps, Luke. I really appreciate it. You really didn't need to. It's all good. Alright. I like it when my rogues double up on an enemy. I feel like Blazonite does so much AoE damage that I do want to focus it down. I don't want to waste my current points. That only brings me up to 80. I could swap Scarabok for Singe, which will give me the fire synergy, which would be pretty neat. Yeah, there's not a... See, I don't have a whole lot to tank something like Riplance. I feel like this is the only way I can really deal with it. He's got Ramfight and Lolura coming at the back. So I'm actually going to move this across so that Ramfight targets Adorius. And yeah, let's see how this plays out. I definitely like the way this one's looking. They're both targeting Blazonite. Blazonite is a tough one to crack, that's for sure. But it does look promising. Oh, I got it just before it's Omega. That's really lucky. Oh, god damn! Ramfire got healed up really nicely. I should have targeted the Furiox first, which is going to be my undoing. Because that thing, I think, if I look at the damage, yeah, Furiox did 9k. That was my undoing. That was a really big mistake. I actually didn't think I was that far into it. Waves 18. Wow. That was easy. I should have won that. That's really upsetting, to be honest. I should have won that round. That feels bad, but you got to learn from your mistakes, right? Most people for today are actually tied on 18, which is really fascinating. So a lot of people have trouble with this round. I really should have beaten that one though. I failed in that twice today. That's just you hate to see it. So I'm gonna back out here. Thanks everyone for watching the stream. I really do appreciate it. Have a good evening, guys. I'm gonna head to sleep. I'm exhausted. Yeah. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for joining me. See ya.